Do you ever feel frazzled and off-kilter, falling back on those old coping mechanisms, and you know that you have just gotten yourself unplugged from your intuition and inner knowing? Well, this episode is to get you plugged back in. Welcome to the Dr. Kyra Show, blending positive psychology and leading-edge holistic and metaphysical thought. Now here's your host, Dr. Kyra Mesich. It happens to the best of us. A stressful situation comes up, then the pressure hits, we make a poor choice or two, and then the next thing you know, we're gone. We're operating on autopilot. Knee-jerk reactions, all those old habits we thought we'd gotten over, and we don't know how to get out of the situation. It happens to all of us, myself included. I often need someone to point out when I'm doing it really bad. So, in this episode, in just a few minutes, we're going to do a meditation to get you plugged back in to your intuition. But first, I want to briefly explain what's happening in that stress process so that you can be more aware of the choices that you have. What causes us to go into that autopilot? Well, if we look to the work of Eckhart Tolle, he calls that part of ourself the pain body. The pain body is the part of ourselves that's based very much in the pain that we have experienced throughout our lives. The pain body is that unplugged part. It's all the old recordings and tapes that we operate on that's very unconscious and subconscious at times. It's the opposite of being plugged in to the present moment, right here and now, clear of your own power, knowing that you have options. The pain body doesn't like that. The pain body likes to operate on the things we've always done, and actually increasing the amount of pain that you're currently experiencing. So yuck, who wants to live that way? We all have it to one degree or another. So what does your pain body encourage you to do when you immediately go into those knee-jerk, old automatic responses? It's going to fall on one end of the spectrum or the other for most of us, and the choice we make depends on our personality, what our style has been. But it's going to be either, so you're in this stressful situation, you want to run and hide from it, or you're going to push and force your way through it. Depends on your personality, what your choice is. But, as you can easily hear there, one extreme or the other, neither one is good. For you to be able to really see what your options are and to take care of yourself through this process of whatever these choices and decisions are. For sensitive souls, it can be either one. A lot of us have that, I want to run and hide right now. And that can actually be a shutting down of the body, physical symptoms, whatever you tend to get, whether it's your digestion goes off, headaches, fatigue, or literally, I'm just going to go and nap and run away, I can't deal with this. Pushing and forcing one's way through. Sensitive souls do that as well, because that's what we're taught in life, right? Well, just work harder, push through it, you can do it. And what happens then is we start making choices for other people, not the choices that are really best for us, and not the choices that will lubricate an easier way through this situation, whatever it may be. So remember that when you go into that pain body, you're gonna know it, because that means it hurts. What was a stressful situation became something painful. You probably literally feel it in your body, tension in your shoulders, your back, headaches, and you're going to feel it emotionally, very uncomfortable, that pressure like you're going to blow. So, when you're in the pain body, that means the pain body unplugged you from the present moment right now, because the pain body is about the past. So it unplugged you from right here, right now. I'm an empowered being, and I'm aware, and I have a myriad of choices here, and I can sit and reflect upon what my choices may be and use my intuition to make the best choices. Anywho, that's where we want to be. So I'm going to do a meditation with you now to get you plugged back in. And it doesn't matter if you've been off for a while, unplugged, you can always plug yourself back in, is the good news. It's never too late. To prepare for this meditation, please get yourself in a nice comfy position. Sitting with your feet flat on the floor is best, but hey, if you'd like to lie down, that's okay. But just make sure that you're not doing something else. So pause this if you need to stop what you're doing and come right back. So begin by taking in a nice deep breath or two. And if you've been under stress lately, that might be easier said than done. You might find that your breathing is very shallow. That's okay. Anything is fine right now. Just let your shoulders drop down a little bit, back and down. Shift around a bit until you're as comfortable as you can be, wherever you are. If you need to adjust your clothing, feel free. And do a quick scan here over your body, starting at the top of your head. Just do a scan and notice, where are those pain points? Are the muscles in your forehead being held tightly? If so, just actually take in a breath, kind of stretch like your eyebrows up and down, just relaxing the muscles in your forehead. Is tension being held in your jaw? Luckily, this is an easy one in this moment. Just relax, let your tongue just swim in your mouth. And let your lower jaw drop slightly so your lips are parted a little bit. Release the tension in your jaw. Imagine now that your arms are made of lead and they're going to just gently draw down your shoulders, back and down. Breathing into the back of your lungs. I know that may seem odd, but notice how when you breathe in, it's not just the front of your body that expands. The muscles in your back also are moving. So breathe into your back. In and out. Very good. And allowing that relaxation and that sort of heaviness to flow down your legs all the way down to your feet and the floor. So we've established you got yourself unplugged. No worries, all you have to do is find that plug and plug it back in. So for the purposes of this meditation, we're going to do the plugging in at the top of your head. Imagine that there is a plug that's sort of dangling there at the top of your head, or maybe it's retracted. And it is a golden cord. And that golden cord just needs to wake up a little bit, redirect some energy back to it, so that it starts maybe sparkling or lighting up a bit more. And as soon as you do that, you realize the cord really kind of takes a life of its own, and it starts almost like effervescing, like a buoyant sort of quality, flowing up. All it took was you to notice it. And it feels very natural, it feels good, it's a light energy, and it goes up and up and up and up until it feels like ka-chunk. It has plugged back in to a place that is the source of your chi, your energy, a place that is the source of that higher knowing, that intuition. So feel for a moment what that's like. And you'll notice now that that source of energy is flowing. So just like when you plug a cord into the outlet on the wall, this is now plugged into that never-ending source of energy. Feel that flowing. It might be a vibration that you feel. Flowing through that golden cord, flowing down to the top of your head, flowing down into your brain, both relaxing and enlivening the activity in your brain, organizing your thoughts and bringing more space to your creativity. And of course, then it's going to flow down through your entire body. all the way down to your legs and your feet. So I'm going to let you sit with that for a moment. Just notice what you can feel and sense about that energy as it's flowing through this cord. There may be a particular color associated with it, or twinkles. It may seem kind of crystal-y to you, or it might seem very steady and calm. Just notice how it is appearing to you. And now just ask this energy as it's flowing back into you, just what do I need to know right now? And just notice what you perceive. The answer might just be a feeling, or it might actually be an image or some words. What do I need to know right now? So, leave yourself plugged in, because that plug moves with you everywhere you go. Now you can begin to turn your attention back to your body. Open your eyes. I want to stretch a little bit and take a nice, energizing breath in and out. This show was brought to you by my book, The Strength of Sensitivity: Understanding Empathy for a Life of Emotional Peace and Balance. You know, I'm pretty proud of The Strength of Sensitivity. I've had a lot of readers tell me that they found my book to be quite unique, and that I am talking about sensitivity and empathic ability from this mind-body-spirit perspective, yet I do it in a very grounded, accessible way. And that has given them new paradigms and far more tools than they ever had to be able to create a life of peace of mind and lighthearted joy. So I'm very happy about that. If the book has also been beneficial for you, boy, would it help me if you could write a good review for it at Amazon.com or at Goodreads.com, preferably both. It is vital for books to have those good reviews on the internet. That is how, when people are searching for help, they're able to find it. So to help your fellow sensitive souls and have us all band together to find the strengths of our sensitivity, that's one way that you can help. However you're listening to this podcast, be it on YouTube or iTunes or the Podbean app, you can easily follow. On YouTube, it's that little bell you tap, and then you do need to say send notifications. Then, easy peasy, you'll know every time I release a new podcast. I also encourage you to go to drkyra.com, that's drkyra.com, and sign up for the Strength of Sensitivity community newsletter. If you haven't done that already, I've got some freebies for you to join, which you won't want to miss out on. And also, you'll know when there's a new blog post or a new online class or event that I'm offering. So until the next episode of the Dr. Kyra Show, remember, your most important job is taking care of you.